you say they interviewed the family? You know what they've said to the family because you're part of that. You were not part of the interview maybe, but because you're part of a team, you know how Brigadier Ramangwa gets to a point where he says to you, call him to come in. So you do have information about what's happening in this case. That places you in a conflict position already against your brother. And I refer to him as your brother only because he's so close to you. I'm not saying he's your, I'm not putting anything to it other than you have this obviously very, very close relationship. So you are put in a conflict position. You did not see or think that you should actually not be involved with this. You didn't see the problem. I see the problem, and I would have seen it from day one, and I would have said, please excuse me from this investigation. I don't want to be involved, but you don't see that, is what I'm asking. Are you sure you did not see this conflict position?
I did not.
Okay. All right, thank you. And thank you on that. Let me ask you a question, follow-up, arising from what Mr. Chaskalson put to you earlier. He asked if you were aware of the allegation that on the day of the operation against Mr. Matlala at his house, the allegation is that by the time the police arrived, Mr. Bushoka had been moved to Mr. Nangi's house. You remember that you asked of that, and I think you said, yes, you are aware of the allegation being made. Now, we've had evidence from General Sinona that Mr. Nangi lived, I don't know if he still does, lived in the same complex, I think, or estate as Mr. Matlala. Do you know that to be a fact? It was about a discussion about why certain warnings about Mr. Nangi being released were sent to Mr. Matlala by General Sinona, and he said, I just wanted him to know that this dangerous person has been released because they live in the same neighborhood.
I don't know.
You don't know where Mr. Nangi lives?
No.
You know where Mr. Matlala lives? You must know. You have a very close relationship with him.
You know, some relationships, they are very different.
Is your answer that you don't know where Mr. Matlala lives?
No, I'm trying to answer you to the best of my ability.
No, you either know or you don't, Sergeant. You don't need to think hard. You don't need to think hard about it.
No, I'm not thinking hard. The house that I know of Mr. Matlala is not a complex. It's a standalone house. Okay. So that is the reason I'm saying, I would say I don't know. You find out I know that standalone house. Okay. And I don't know that is the complex.
So you don't know that he has a house in midstream?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chaskalson.
Can I take you, just flowing from those questions, to file 3 of 3? 3 of 3. It's the additional exhibits file.
We have 3 of 4, not 3 of 3.
3 of 3. It's the last additional chats and annexes.
It's written file 3 only.
3 of 3.
No, 3.
What our problem is, our files are just marked 1, 2, 3. It's not 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3.
And do they go up to 8 or 7 or? Oh, it's the file that has pages 861 to 1320 on it.
Yes, it's file 3.
File 3
only, yeah.
Okay. And can we go to page 1032?
Page.
1032. Do you have 1032?
Yes?
And these are your chats with Mr. Josie Bagnoni.
That's correct?
And are you aware of the allegation that Mr. Matlala had tried to kill Mr. Sibagnoni?
That's correct?
And did Mr. Matlala and Mr. Sibagnoni ever make peace after that?
I don't know.
But you were in communication with both of them.
Yes?
Can I take you to the top of page 1032?
Yes?
At 2:14 in the morning, and this is a forwarded message,
Yes.
you forward to Mr. Sibagnoni a message saying, sure, STF have arrived at the address awaiting results. Do you remember who sent you that? Well, do you remember which address that related to?
That is 2 a.m.
2 a.m. on the 6th of December 2024.
I can't recall.
Who would have forwarded you a message? Who would have sent you a message telling you that the STF have arrived at an address? Which commander of yours?
Which one?
Which commander of yours would have sent you a message at 2 in the morning on the 6th of December 2024 saying the STF have arrived at an address?
I can't recall. I can't recall.
Would it possibly have been Brigadier Ramangwa?
To send me this message.
To say STF have arrived, sure, STF have arrived at the address awaiting results. Let me maybe refresh your memory a little bit. On the night of the 5th December, 6th of December, you had injured your foot and you were at a Netcare hospital. Does that refresh your memory? You were at a Netcare hospital getting treatment to your foot. I think it was your left foot. Do you remember when that happened?
I get injured more often.
It doesn't really narrow it
I
down.
was injured, but hey, I wanna remember. Netcare.
It was a Netcare hospital. I'm not sure which one. Can probably find out which one it was. That's not helping you remember.
Sgt Nkosi, a person is only at a hospital so many times. It's not a place you go to every week. Surely you would remember if you were in a hospital because you had injured your foot.
So, Sgt Nkosi, a lot happened, very important things happened in that period. That must remind you something. Mr. Matlala was arrested, or there was an operation rather, on Mr. Matlala. It's 2024, the PKTT was disbanded. So it's all about that same period. You must remember where you were, what you were doing in December, including were you ever injured or not in hospital.
I can maybe narrow it down a little bit. Netcare Acacia Hospital.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
The hospital was the Netcare Acacia, A-K-A-S-I-A, hospital.
Hey, you know, commissioners, I'll be seen as I get injured. You. Hands, legs. So I'm just trying to remember exactly what might have been the problem.
Well, the hospital's a side issue. Someone sent you a message saying, a commander would have sent you a message saying, STF, Special Task Force, have arrived at the address, awaiting results.
Mr. Chaskalson, maybe as a reminder also, is it not preceded by the bottom message at 10:31?
Well, let's go where Commissioner Poloi has taken you. Your previous message on the 5th of December at 11:08 p.m., you message Mr. Sibanyoni, it's today, Laduma, and there's some fists there.
Which page is that?
That's 1031. Do you see that? At the
Yes.
foot of 1031.
Yes, I see.
Can I put to you what it looks like to me?
Yes.
It looks like you didn't leak this to Mr. Matlala. Because what it looks like is that you were preemptively celebrating with Mr. Sibanyoni that the Special Task Force were about to raid Mr. Matlala. That's what it looks like. Do you want to respond to that?
No. No, I can't respond to that. You know why? Honestly, I did not know. And there is no way that I would have celebrated with Mr. Sibanyoni about Mr. Matlala. I did not know.
Why would you have sent a message to Mr. Sibanyoni saying the Special Task Force have arrived at the address and you're awaiting results, or someone is awaiting results?
No, I would not.
What matters relating to the Special Task Force have you discussed with Mr. Sibanyoni?
Okay. Most of the time, when Mr. Sibanyoni would travel, especially to KZN, he would send a message that I'm traveling to KZN. I don't trust that place. Can you inform the PC that I'm coming that side, for in case he must know in terms if I need help. You know, the taxi industry, how does it goes? I will be help quickly. Then Mr. Sibanyoni, they are having a meeting there, and they are requesting the assistance. Then General Mkwana said it must be a formal request. Then I'll revert back to Mr. Sibanyoni, and they'll write a formally request from the Santiago offices. Then that is where they will be provided whatever that they want. So I would assume maybe it was on those pages that we're talking about the task force, but I can't quite remember.
At the time of the raids on Mr. Matlala on the 6th of December 2024, was Brigadier Ramangwa involved in any other matters relating to the Special Task Force, to your knowledge?
When Mr. Matlala was raided?
Indeed.
No. It was, you're talking about when it was alleged that I've tipped him off.
No, I'm not saying you tipped him off.
No. I'm just asking that it was that time. Yes or no?
Yes, that time, the 6th of December.
No. Brigadier Ramangwa had no clue at all.
Sorry, had?
He had no clue that there was another investigation on Mr. Matlala. So he had no knowledge about this.
Was Brigadier Amangwa in charge of the raid, well, aware that there was going to be a raid on Mr. Matlala's house on the 6th of December?
According to me, he did not know.
Who was in charge of the special task force in relation to the raid on Mr. Matlala's house?
I don't know.
We'll come back to Mr. Sibanyoni much later, but for now, let's go back to Mr. Nangi.
Yes. Can I close this file?
The Sibanyoni file can be put away. This whole line of questioning started when you said that General Sibia forwarded that email about the Nangi inquiry to you because he wanted you to send it to Mr. Matlala. Did you send it to Mr. Matlala?
I think so.
Did you send it to anybody else?
I might have sent it maybe to General Shibiri.
And to anybody outside the SAPS?
I can't remember.
If you can then go to page 578 in file
578.
file 2. It's the Mr. Mutsumi file because you sent it to him.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Yes, I have it.
You'll see that on the 12th of February 2025 at 17:25:57, you forwarded that same email to Mr. Mutsumi, and you'll find that email on page 188 of file 3. That's the email that was attached to your chats with Mr. Mutsumi. It's the same email. It appears twice in the bundle. At 104, or 3 times in fact. At 103 with the header, the email header, at 104 where it comes from General Sibia, and at 188 where it is sent to Mr. Mutsumi.
104. Yeah. See.
So why did you forward this email about Mr. Nangi to Mr. Mutsumi?
Oh, can I answer?
Sorry?
I'm saying, can I answer? I thought
Yeah, please do.
misunderstood. Okay. Maybe to put it on a bigger scale. I might have not maybe explained at first that one of the reasons that I constantly, other than General Mkonasi's things and so forth, the reason that I'm sending some of the stuff, especially on crime, to Mr. Mutsumi, one is because of he's the businessman, and being a businessman, he also has interest on the safety and security of the inheritance of South Africa. So most of the time, when I'm with him, we discuss about crimes that are happening in South Africa, specifically. Maybe most is KZN, Johannesburg, and so forth. So I sometimes I feel the importance that whenever there is something that is happening, I forward to him, we discuss it, and I've sent him on those bases that, hey, there is this thing that is happening again of the kidnappings. And, okay, one of the things that Mr. Mutsumi is always concerned about is when police are implicated in wrongdoing. So his interest is there. He does not want when police are implicated in wrongdoing, because according to him, he's got the best interest of South Africa and its inheritance. So when a police official is mentioned in wrongdoing, he gets worried, and we discuss about it. Sometimes it's the matter of what is happening around.
What's the police wrongdoing here?
Because now, as you see this file, is that we understand that Major General Shibiri was briefed by you about monies received from Nangi as a donation. Where police are usually implicated in wrongdoing. So,
But the allegation here, as I read it, is not that the police were paid by Nangi. It's that this expert, so-called advisor, who the police were engaging, was paid by Nangi. Does that indicate police wrongdoing?
Can you repeat that question?
So you said this was about Mr. Motsumi's concern about police wrongdoing. But this email doesn't raise any police wrongdoing. Email, remember, was not addressed to the police at all. It was addressed to this advisor. And the allegation was that the advisor had received money from Mr. Nangi.
I'm not particularly maybe talking about this document per se. I'm just explaining why do I always send Mr. Mutsumi the sensitive information or something. Before you proceed, Commissioners, I'm pressed.
Sgt.